Hello, welcome to our order flow show with Robert Rother. Um, Please give me short feedback if you can hear and see me. I think everything should work smoothly. Yeah, every Thursday at 8 a.m. Eastern Time or 3 p.m. Central European Time, since I'm based in Europe, we are having our order flow show with my person. And for anyone who doesn't know me yet, my name is Robert Rother. I started trading at the age of 13. With 17, I set up co-founded my first investment company with two partners, and they actually taught me the investment business and trading, hedge funds and private equity and everything that belongs to it. That was in back in 1999, where I actually also started trading the S&P future, still calling through the phone to the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. After that, I sold my shares in that company and I moved to China in 2004, where I set up a second investment company with a Chinese partner, and I managed over $100 million under management. I had a team of 30 traders and analysts in my company. And well, we were trading Hang Seng futures. I trade a lot of gold, oil, and forex markets. And if you are very successful in China, well, look at Jack Ma and so on. I got trouble with the Chinese government and I was arrested in 2011. And I spent the next 7 years and 7 months in a Chinese detention center in Chinese prison, Dongguan prison. I wrote a book about my life. Unfortunately, it's only available in German right now, but this is going to change soon. And right now I'm offering two communities, one for trading, one for German speaking people and one for English speaking people. You can find more on robertrosa.com. We are focusing on prop firm trading, and well, it's working very well. All our members getting certificates very quickly and also payouts. That's the most important thing. You can find more about this on lit.robertrosa.com. And we have our daily trading sessions and well, a lot of video materials that you can dig in, but more about this later. First, the risk disclosure. All Bookmap limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. So then let's dive into the markets. Oh, I also have to start Bookmap. So probably you should know that this week is well driven through financial news. Every day basically at 8:30 Eastern Time, we have some sort of news release. Also, we can see the effect here. Well, let's have a look at this. My favorite website for news is Trading Economics. I go to calendar and then I can basically check the importance of the news. I go to 2 stars. And then we can see that we had at 2:30 p.m., this is Central European Time, which is 8:30 Eastern Time, export and import prices, initial jobless claims, retail sales, and so on. So well, retail sales jumped up 1%, better than the forecast. And any other news at 10 a.m. probably we have some business inventories. Maybe that has some impact to the markets, but the biggest thing is already done. And there is a certain way how I am actually trading news, and I want to dive into that. But first of all, let's have a look at the community. Hello, Peter. Nice to see you. X Lucero. Hello. Nice to see you. And also on Discord. Well, if you have problem posting frequently on YouTube, that is the reason is that you basically, if you want to talk freely, you should actually register your register with Bookmap. You go to the Discord channel. From Bookmap, you go to verify and actually enter your Bookmap license key, and then you can chat freely here in our community on Discord. Also, here's my trading room. Yeah. So here. Hello, Stephen. Hello, T. Good morning. And you can see this is also, well, I'm not talking, I'm also trading. This is my latest payout certificate from Apex, and I'm getting them frequently, basically every 2 weeks. So let's set up the anchored VWAPs. And actually, I just woke up. I'm living in Europe, but I'm actually my schedule is according to Eastern Time standards. So configure add-ons. Let's check the VWAP configurations. I have to change this one. Okay, this one's getting out. Basically, I have 3 main anchored VWAPs that I'm using. The day VWAP, starting basically at midnight CET, which is beginning of the trading day after the 1 hour break. So change the date to 15. I'm using also 2 standard deviations. Then I have the event VWAP. Right now, this is very important. This is at 8:30 Eastern Time or 2:30 p.m. CET. So I'm also changing this to today because we had a news release, and this VWAP is sometimes the most important one of the day. But more about this topic later. And then the session VWAP, which is going to start in 25 minutes at 9:30 Eastern Time. So 15. The same for Nasdaq. So I've also look here. Can delete some. This one to change the date. 15. This is the day to 15. One I call session. So we can see very nicely we have this event VWAP, and basically this news had some positive impact. We could say it like this. Yeah. So the market went straight up. The problem is, if we really look into that order book in a very small way, just before the news, we can see that we have actually an order book that has a lot of how to say, there are simply no orders available at certain levels. Yeah, that is the problem of the order book, and this somehow must be filled. But if you're now a big player like a bank and institution, and you trade according to this news, then you actually start buying. But you cannot fill all your positions or your full position size because there's simply nothing in the order book. Yeah, and then you have to find a fair price, a benchmark when actually to continue buying. And this is where the big players are using the VWAP. And we can see the market is jumping up, testing VWAP, they continue buying. Market is still above VWAP. And then most likely we can see another touch here. The market is touching the VWAP and the buying will continue. You can see here, buying impulses are coming, buying impulses are coming into the market. And these are the algorithms. On the other side, what we can also see, and that's very interesting, we see a lot of sell limit iceberg orders. Here. So on the one side, people are buying. On the other side, people are actually covering their long positions or they're building up short positions. Which one of those we don't know, but at least there's a lot of sales pressure here. And it's continuing all the way up. Also got absorbed, these sell limit iceberg orders. And now what I simply assume, if I see these sort of constellations, that we will going to have probably a sell-off during the first or second half of the day. We could also see this yesterday very nicely, similar constellation as the market went down to the VWAP. What I would trade right now, actually basically a pullback here at the event VWAP before market opening. This is actually one of my funded accounts that I'm trading here, and where we simply try to place the order with a tight take profit and stop loss here at the anchored VWAP and see what's going to happen. But also on the other side, we still have to make our homework. First thing that I'm checking is the settlement price, CME markets, A-mini settlement, and this was A-mini Nasdaq. I don't want this one. I want A-mini S&P. Settlement price at 5477. We check this on my larger time frame. So settlement prices are always very nice to trade. So also we could see yesterday the white line is the session viewer from yesterday. I'm going to delete this one and also delete most of the VWAPs for yesterday. We could see this was a sell-off shortly after market opening. Something similar I can expect today, but we actually hit exactly the anchored VWAP from the low here. Hit this VWAP, and what we can see here with these support zones, these are the VWAPs from the bottom. They are quite valuable as support zones, but we are far away from it. Now we simply hit another high volume node. These lines are high volume nodes on a larger time frame, and we can see that we have a reaction there. Basically, it's a point of control, and we are now here in a resistant zone. But the next resistance is basically up here at 5,590. Most likely 76, 90. If we come into these zones, I'm looking for reversals. So let's jump into the 1 minute chart here. And I'm going to add the same what I did in Bookmap. The day volume profile. Here. And also we add one app for the news. I'm using this one without deviations. We could see very nicely how the market jumped into this high volume node, so this point of control from a previous rotation, and we have the consolidation, and now probably we are going to test the event VWAP, which I'm coloring in white. Now we simply wait. Let's have another look on our chart. We could see that we really broke through this anchored VWAP from the all-time high, and this is basically a bullish sign. So I believe that we are going up to higher levels. If we look at the volatility index, it's back to 15, back to this very low levels like before. I mean, last week or 2 weeks ago, we went up to 60. There was a lot of fear in the market after the Asia or Tokyo crash, but that fear seems to be gone right now, actually. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask them either on Discord channel or here on YouTube. On YouTube, don't forget to hit the like button, yeah. And if I may ask, who's for the first time in this live stream? Most of the people I already know. Rick, first time. Hello, nice to see you. Where are you from? Oh, Nova Scotia, Canada. I never have been there. But I saw many things. There was this documentary series about the gold diggers, and they are, I think, in Nova Scotia. It's very nice TV shows. So now we wait that the market might go to this event VWAP and we can catch a short trade. Oak Island, yeah, Oak Island. Yeah, I heard about this. 20 minutes away, yeah. So you live basically in the middle of nowhere, yeah, in the mountains. On the ocean, 3 kilometer back dirt road. So yes, middle of nowhere. Well, we can see market is moving very slowly again. The action is gone. See if we can. And Q, basically same situation like the ES. We can see some liquidity at 19,300. So here we see trader map light version also. See some liquidity around here, but it's just before market opening. In 10 minutes, we are going to have a different picture. Hello D, following you for a while, considering going to joining your community. Yeah, D, that would be definitely very nice. And well, I can also show you here, since we have a couple minutes left. This is how it looks on the inside. after this live stream, we are going to have our daily market talk, yeah, and then where we're going to trade live. And basically, most important thing is what are the results, and people consistently getting their certificates on different prop firm accounts, and also myself receiving regularly payouts. That is the most important thing. Yeah, we are not here to have fun, we are here to make money. That's our business. And of course we have a big video collection about all our recordings, our strategies, to get on track with the way how I understand prop firm trading. I mean, the success rate is quite good actually in our community. Oh, it's really boring here in the markets. It's really, maybe we start also look at some other markets. There's no movement at all. So let's have a look at CL. What is the latest contract months to check? Yeah, D, welcome. CLU4. DB, hello, nice to see you again. So let's have a look at crude oil if we get some more action here. I mean, we saw a rising market. Have a look at CL chart. We can see that the VWAPs are working also quite well with crude oil. We have a nice resistance zone around here. And where does this VWAP come from? From the you can see here the support here. Now we are at the VWAP range. Probably the next resistance would be here at 78.30 to 50.60, this range. You can see how nicely the market touched VWAP, made the correction. Now I would consider 78.30, or long positions basically at 77.40. Now to see how nicely the market is reacting here to these VWAPs. In crude oil, many times market is touching here and then moving up. Again here from this low, market going to VWAP, getting support, buying pressure is coming in. I think the bigger picture is 78.30 around here. Oh, CLV, okay, on the, I just checked here on the CME website, they still say CLU4, but if we look at volume, September, total volume, October, yeah, it's almost the same. I was thinking of trading CL. Any differences you notice from ES? Yeah, of course, they are different markets. CL has, of course, as you can see, less liquidity. So you have a choppier market. The market is faster. And basically, crude oil is also more a trend market. Actually, we have larger moves than in the stock markets, most likely. And of course, you must watch the different news and always have in mind that if, for example, war is there, that Iran might attack Israel or something like that, that this can affect drastically the movements of crude oil. You have to be careful, yeah. It's a fast, choppy market, so I would trade with lower risk levels. I trade this combination ES and CL since 10 years and it's great. Yes, of course, different instrument. You have to learn it. Yeah. Well, I also like to trade CL. It's at least if you have no movement in one market, you can still watch another market. Yeah. Here, there's nothing going on right now. We can also see at this VWAP, the market actually found a reaction. But I prefer either this level here, 79, 70, 59, 56 to buy, or basically 78.30 to short for short opportunities. What is Nvidia doing? 119 again. Here, very nice. Anchored VWAP market is moving above, going back to VWAP and continuing. Hello, Ty. Nice to see you again. The CL follow AVWAP and stocks as good at ES? Yeah, basically stocks sometimes even better. They are slower markets, more conservative. The futures markets are definitely faster. But you can use this strategy in every market with sufficient liquidity. Stocks, futures, forex, it works basically the same. Some markets is a little bit choppier, so the VWAP probably is not as accurate as here. The market maybe might dive a little bit lower, going up. These are characteristics from market to market that are different. Yeah? But the idea is the same. So now we have market opening in 1 hour, 1 minute. So opening started. I still keep my order here at the event VWAP. The market still moving up. Where does the market wants to go? Got a picture here. So these levels 53, 58, there are settlement prices. This I would consider as a resistance zone. But right now we just wait. Steven, Robert, what's your daily routine like? How long do you usually trade for? Basically, really, I wake up like noontime or 1 p.m. Then I start doing my homework for the markets. Takes probably around 10 minutes to make my analysis for each of these markets that I have in focus here. And then I start trading for the regular trading hours. Most likely I trade for 1 or 2 hours, and then my day is done. I have my targets for all my prop firm accounts, and once I reach the profit limit for these accounts, then I stop trading. This is like for a 50K account, like $400 to $600 each day, and then it's over. So basically, I trade like 2 hours every day. And then I really also need the break. You know, you cannot sit like 10 hours in front of the computer. You are going to lose your concentration and your focus. And you really must consider we are playing Champions League here. Yeah, this is like the Super Bowl final in futures trading and day trading. It costs a lot of energy, and you really must take care of your balance in your mind. If you're not balanced, you will start to get these fuck up days where you do not follow your trading procedures anymore, and you have a very high chance of ruining your accounts. So as less screen time, as more profit you're going to make. Many people believe that as long as they sit in front of the computer and as long as they trade, as more money they make. According to my experience, it's exactly the opposite. Have your target every day, reach your target, turn off the computer, and start again tomorrow. Because as longer you trade, as longer you sit in front of the screen, as more risk you are taking. And that is the key. We are here to control our risk, control our emotions, and trade as less as possible and reach, basically fulfill your goal every day. And sometimes you cannot even reach your goal. Like yesterday, I tried to trade, but I simply just ended up plus minus zero, or with a small minus. It just didn't work. Then you have these days where you don't reach your profit target. Yeah, always one tick before your profit targets, the market is going the other way. Yeah, that's there are days like this, and you cannot fight them. You simply have to turn off the computer and wait for another day. Yeah, it's really you're a hard working person with your hand, and sometimes, I strained my wrist 1 week ago, and so it was very difficult to move the mouse. But now I can even feel that how much pressure you're actually putting on your hand for trading, and you do not realize this under what tension your body actually is. So in the bigger picture is we are still here sort of range on the upside. On the downside, there is not much to do right now. The market has no direction yet. We are just trading around VWAP. You see sell limit, iceberg orders, buy limit, iceberg orders. So market is not sure yet what to do. So I thought 100k static would be better, but the 50k trailing drawdowns works well with your strategy. I notice it doesn't really work well with other strategies. Well, yeah, there's a huge difference, but the trailing drawdowns is really a tricky thing. So you completely have to reverse engineer your trading. Yeah, with trailing drawdowns, you cannot have big open P&L. Yeah, you must work with very tight take profits that you actually do not fall into the trap of having larger wins. Trailing drawdowns don't work with the common and trading knowledge, yeah, of letting your profits run and have a tight stop loss. You completely have to re-engineer this system, and well, that's also designed by the prop firms, because there is a certain common trading knowledge that people believe in, and they just using this belief system and well, making their rules accordingly, that the chance that you're going to fail is very high. But if you simply switch this belief system upside down, trade completely against it, then you can see that prop firm trading is very, very simple. I made it 250k because of the price. Now I have 6.5k trailing that drawdown. Congratulations. Yeah, I never tried this 250k. Well, actually, I tried it, but I have blown it because I took too much risk. And the target that you have compared to the drawdown is simply not as good as the 50k or 25k. Yeah, for me also, if I have an evaluation account, I also play all in. Basically, it's funded in one day or it is blown up. I really do not care. I just want to get it funded as quick as possible, because otherwise it's wasting my time. Here, no movement here at all, but then most likely we are going to see some other movements later. Oh, now we are here at 78.30 in crude oil. That is the anchored VWAP, CL here. We touch this. So now this can be an interesting play here. We're going to add an anchored VWAP here, and I want to see that the market is going away like this, and now we start to trade with 2 lots. Try to find a short trade here at the VWAP. Okay, now let's see if the market creates this actually at this resistance point. Now we see if we can actually, we will know if we go up higher or if the market simply makes a correction for like 20 ticks to 78.10. Ty, do you change much when funded? Yes, of course. With funded accounts, once you have your fixed trailing or your fixed drawdown limit, which is at 50,100, then I trade very conservative with fixed stop loss, fixed take profits, or basically fixed take profits. I always have this, but in evaluation accounts, I just go all in. Yeah. With funded accounts, of course, I'm not doing that. Yeah, my ratio from funded to payout is also something like 3-1. Three eval accounts, most likely I get like 1 or 2 funded accounts, and then I get 1 payout. So I have basically costs of $2,500, $250 for the activation fee and everything, and then I get a $2,000 payout. And then for most of the accounts, I already have my second and my third payout. Yeah. Now I just 1 tick above my now let's see here, we have the event VWAP, we have the standard deviation, and I'm also in crude oil. So now I'm in the market here, event VWAP, and I'm out. I did now in a couple of seconds $225. Perfect trade. You see on tick the buying pressure is coming, and this is exactly what I want to see. And well, yeah, that's my niche. You see, I'm waiting for the right moment at this anchored VWAP and fire free. Now we have to see what's going on here in crude oil. With me. So again, I'm entering a new anchored VWAP here at the high. Now we can see the market moving above the event VWAP, yeah, not going below. NQ, was it the same situation? On NQ we did not get this trade yet, the event VWAP. Only in the ES. So I'm going to flatten this position here. I made $80 on this account, and 225 on this account is $300. So I reached my daily goal for that account. It doesn't make sense to make more. Otherwise, I risk more. I do not want this. And then normally I switch to the next account. But I will do this after this live stream because it always takes like a couple minutes to reload the data. Basically, the market is still short here. Yeah, as long as we stay below this VWAPs, I think the market will go down to this level. But I simply do not want to take the risk. That's different from prop firm trading, funded account trading, and trading your own money. Yeah, you really have to focus on your consistency, your daily profit goals, and stick to them. Peter O'Connell, yes, everything is good. Nice to see you again. I used 100K static before, but no, not anymore because the payout is too small, and well, $600 drawdown is also very small. I like really, I feel most comfortable with the 50K accounts. The drawdown and position size is suitable for me for my trading style, and yeah, I can trade many accounts at the same time. I hope BM will allow us to switch Rhythmic account without restart in the near future. I've already asked for it multi times. Well, T, I can tell you, I talked also to the developer team that Bookmap will implement a trade copier in the next major release. And that would be a very cool tool that we can trade multiple accounts through multiple connections at the same time. For example, if you have Bookmap data, that you can trade also your Rhythmic accounts in different Rhythmic accounts or Tradovate or whatever there is. They're already working on that. What do you what do you mean the payout is too small? Well, you always have a maximum payout threshold for your accounts. For example, for 50K account, you can only apply for $2,000 every 2 weeks once you pass 10 trading days. Yeah, and even if I trade a larger account, I cannot get much more payout than $2,000. Maybe I think for 250K it's like 2,750 or so. So you have to put this into consideration. And there's a risk to reward ratio on a 50K account is the best one. Yeah. Yeah. I'm really waiting for this day. Would save me a lot of work and nerves. Real good life. Yeah, actually, it is for the first 3 months. That's correct. I actually already some of my accounts are already older than 3 months, so I will check it out the next time, and then I will tell you if it is possible or not. But even if they're going to lift this from 2000 or more, you always have to think carefully about your risk management, yeah? And how many contracts are you trading. And I am totally fine with $2,000, and if you trade multiple accounts, yeah, because you always have to keep in mind, calculate your risk. If I want to get a $2,000 payout, I only have to make $200 for 10 days. If I want to get more, then you have to make maybe $500 every day, yeah. Then of course you already take a different risk with you. Is there any trial days in your community? Jim Simmons, no, we do not have any trial days, because once you enter, you have access to all the information and all the video material. So we do not offer trial days, and I believe the price is fair. There are no commitments, and you can get in and out, well, month by month. And well, this is how we do it. Peter O'Connell, how's your trading been lately? I've not been in the charts much, but markets have been crazy. Well, trading actually went normal according to this season of the year, yeah. It's getting quieter again, but also it's so hot in Germany right now. The last days, it was very difficult to sit for a long time on front of the computer. Today is the first day that's a little bit cooler, but normally we had like 35 degrees in my office and a very high humidity that, well, there was actually not much with trading going on. But for this period of season of the year, it's normal. Basically, Peter, I'm reaching my profit goals, not every day for my funded accounts, but that's the minimum target, and then trading is done. For this account, I'm now at 54,000, so I'm simply, have to pass a couple more trading days to actually get another payout, so there's no need to trade more or to risk more. The first test of AVWAP, I suspect, is the best. Then less and less. Absolutely correct. The first test is always the safest one, so to say, yeah. Now, before I traded my own capital, and then I only traded the first test, yeah. But right now, since with prop firms, or also with evaluation accounts, I can definitely trade more aggressive, and I'm also taking higher risks of trading. market only wants to go up, but I think we still crude oil, actually we could see very nicely. I could have gotten more out of the trade, but as I said, the risk management is more important. Here nicely you could see trade. I went short here and I went out here. Hi, with elevated VIX, do you shift to higher stop and TP? Well, actually right now the VIX is basically going back to normal. Yeah, with 15. It's not high liquidity, so I actually have to trade smaller price levels. Now I have to take profit of 9 ticks and stop loss of 9 ticks. Before, like last week, I used 12 or 15 sometimes. But right now, maybe even I have to go lower to 8 ticks again, because the volatility is still low in this level. This is what we have to put into consideration, so it's getting boring again. Jim Simmons, how do you confirm your trade at VWAP? Do you use liquidity? If there is liquidity, is definitely beneficial, but it's not a must-have. Yeah. Most likely, I simply anticipate that the algorithms are going to act to start buying or selling at the VWAP level. This is important for me. And also to see the big context of the market. Like here in crude oil, we have a VWAP from a longer time frame from this high. So it's very likely that the market will have a pullback here. So then I'm not entering immediately. I still want to see if the market creates like a high, like a market sweep to the upside. Then I would enter another VWAP at this level and trade the retest. Like this, if the market would go to here, something like this, 78.11, I would consider a short trade. And even if you go to a smaller time frame, we can see already the retest here. Basically, this is the retest, the first one. This area here. I anticipated it here already, but the market still wanted to go a little bit higher. And then I entered a new VWAP here, and well, I was still in the green zone. Yeah. This is a conservative entry. Then basically always try to get the context of the market. Where are support and resistance zones? Where are settlement prices and so on? And then if you get these confluences, the confirmation of the VWAP is very high. Oil really likes the VWAPs, yeah. Really, you can make a lot of trades with the VWAPs in crude oil every day. Secret linear, please can you explain the institutional levels? What exactly do you mean with institutional levels? So I have been wanting to trade this strategy, but I also want to trade my other strategy. Maybe it would be best to use a different account for each strategy. Would that fit the consistency rule? Yeah, then I would simply recommend that you use multiple evaluation accounts or funded accounts for different strategies. The consistency rule only says, it only looks at the daily P&L for the day. Let's say if you have a total profit of $5,000 over 10 days, but on your best trading day you make like $2,000, then you are over 30%. 30% from $5,000, $1,500. So you have to keep this in mind. It's not about the strategy. You have to see to risk, how to manage your risk and your profit goals. So then, well, I would say we quit for today. For my community members, we are going to continue now. I will be there in like 5 or 10 minutes, making a short break. And otherwise, we see each other next week. Same time, same place here on Bookmap. And of course, in the chat room, I'm always posting my results, ideas, and if you have any questions, you can ask them here on Discord or in our community. Yes, Jim Simmons, you could say something like this. Yes, it's good definition. So then see you next week or see you later in our community. Bye.